guided intelligence on intermittent fasting. So I've been getting a lot of requests and a lot of feedback on my personal journey and a lot of inquiries about intermittent fasting, and everyone's dabbling in content and everybody's looking and searching, and they're confused about the 4 hour window, 6 hour window, 8 hour window, 12 hour fasting, 16 hour, 18 hour, 24 hours, 36 hours. So I wanted to break that down. What worked for me, what works for me might not work for you. So take what you will from this and try it. So far, I've been giving it to a few people, and everything they do is working. People are losing the weight fast. I personally lost 50 pounds in about 4 months, 3 months, not even. And I've kept it off, just repeating what I'm doing. So let me give you an example. So what I do is I fast for 24 hours to 36 hours. And when you go through this phase of fasting and shocking your body, the purpose of this is to shock your digestive system. Our gut bacteria and the chemistry from our gut bacteria in our brain, it's all aligned. It all is connected. So we think that when we think we're hungry, it's actually our mitochondria, it's our gut bacteria that is influencing us and sending signals to our brain to alert us to say, get that sandwich, get that chips, get that sugar. Let's just get McDonald's. I feel like a muffin. It's not you that's controlling you. It's your gut bacteria. Bacteria can be forms in worms, parasites, cells, bacteria. And what they do is they communicate, they send signals to your brain. They strive on your energy. So in order for you to take control and shock your body, fast, starve them to death. And 24 hours is fantastic. Anything less sucks. It does not work because people have done it and it takes long. But if you want to shock your body, and that's the key in order to regulate your digestive system, to kill those bacteria, for them not to know whether they're hungry or not, for you to be in control, you fast. So if you are eating, make a decision first, decide what time you want to do this. So here's an example, 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. is when you break your fast. Breaking your fast is breakfast. We don't need to be eating 3 times a day. We're not designed this way. Just in the past 200 years, we've become so accommodating to society to have food and bread and milk and juice and yogurt and grocery stores and fast food restaurants. Before this, we just ate what we got and we were self-regulated. We didn't have the choice to get that gut bacteria to say sugar, 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 or salt, 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 junk food. So we're becoming so immune to this process of habit, and we got to break past that habit. And okay, so here's what you do. Fast for 24 hours. When you break your fast, you don't want to go back to your old self. What I did personally is I threw out everything, and I'm talking about everything out of my pantry, everything out of my freezer, everything out of my fridge. And if that means milk, expensive yogurt, Greek yogurt, expensive chips, Lay's, Doritos, crackers and biscuits and the things with the health check mark and Campbell's soup, tomato soup, and everything. And I reevaluated my whole life. And what I came to realize is ingredients and quantity. So when you buy food, no one educates you. They just put a health check mark and say this is good for you, and we trust it, we believe it. A doctor diagnoses you, we trust it, and we believe it. That's not the way to go. So there's a lot to this. This is why I make several videos and I come back and make another video. But I was specifically told to make a video on intermittent fasting. So I'm telling you, 24 hours, throw out everything and transition and shock your body. When you break your fast, I would break my fast when you're going through this, and you do this for 3 weeks straight to get into a habit. So when you break your fast, you do the 24 hours. I did a citrus cleanse. What the citrus cleanse did for me personally is it killed the gut bacteria. It suffocated them. I felt it coming out of my ears. I felt all this liquid stuff, and it was tough. It was hard on my body. A week went by. I had headaches. I would get hangry. But when you overcome this, it is true bliss. And that the headaches and that hangry feeling will help if you know what to do. Drink water, take a little bit of salt, put it in your tongue, just to get over the lack of sodium or lack of salt, what your body needs. So drink water, have a little bit of salt, and go through your 24 hours with ease. After a day, after 2 or 3 days, going to a week, you're gonna feel a little bit of anxiety, stress, pressure. Your body's gonna starve. Your body's gonna tell you, come on, feed me. You're gonna have to face these challenges. And when you do, this is your breakthrough. And you do a citrus cleanse. You do lemons, about 5 lemons, 5 limes, 2 grapefruits. And if you have a juicer, great. If you don't have a juicer, peel it, put it in a blender, put it through a cheesecloth, fill up a big beer jug, and you chug that, you drink that, and that's your breakfast. And that's the first fast, okay? And then the second day, 24 hours again. Then when you break your fast and you decide to eat, have an amazing salad. Have an amazing salad. Put some organic chicken breast, organic eggs, organic vegetables, lettuce, kale, have some beets, and devour that. Make it into 1,000 calories. You can have a huge plate. And your body will thank you. After doing that first citrus cleanse, you're going to cleanse. You're going to clean your gut. And also, you're going to start wiring and firing new neurons in your brain. That's going to trigger this feeling of gratitude. And you're going to have this feeling of endurance. And you're going to feel that you have the will to overcome. And you're going to start having new brain chemistry. And it works. So stick to it. Throw everything out. And when you do a 24-hour, there's no window. So you just do it again 24 hours later. When you do 16 hours, there's that window from 16 to 24 hours, whatever hours is left in between. Those are the hours you have to eat. Some people would eat a little bit in an hour, wait another hour, eat a little bit to fulfill that 4-hour window or 8-hour window, that gap. That's what it means. But I never did that because I wanted to really do this. And when you really do this, it's so fulfilling, and you're going to melt away the old self. And so you stick to this the third day, the fourth day. You keep introducing new concepts into your life. Organic, eliminate milk, start researching about dairy. Watch the documentary The Magic Pill. Watch the documentary Rotten. Watch Health, the truth about diets. Watch the truth about sugar. Learn, educate, inform yourself. But this is my way. Your way may be just doing the fasting and keeping to your own health and your own diet and your own restrictions and keeping all your stuff. And I'm not forcing you to do anything, but you can do whatever you want. But I'm just saying it's not gonna work because you're still feeding your gut bacteria and your brain and your body and your fat with the same old stuff: saturated fats, high carbs, unnecessary carbs that come in boxes. Scientifically engineered food is not good for you. Genetically modified food is not meant for human consumption. So what I'm saying is a box that was created, like crackers, was designed and created. It's not natural. You didn't go home and take just whole wheat durum flour and sea salt and seasoning to your liking, herbs, and create crackers, right? So that's natural. And oils are huge. Stay away from vegetable oils and seed oils. I would highly recommend coconut oil, olive oil, butter, lard, bacon fat, organic bacon, obviously, and lard from any animal is fantabulous. It will do wonders. Don't be scared of fat. The more fat, I love fat. I devour fat, and I lose fat from devouring fat. I'm the one eating the organic chicken fat and skin, and I'm going down on that. But when you go to KFC, that fat is gonna kill you because that meat is from feedlots. Their spirit, their soul, their body is suffering because they're fed hormones and fillers, and they're given, they're stuffed, and they're grown in such a short period of time to reach a maximum capacity for this mass production for the masses. Milk, for example, dairy milk, the cows are treated horribly. You know, when you're pregnant, you're already developing hormones, and you're producing these hormones to help you lactate. So the cows are already lactating, but they take their baby away from them, and they are hormonal, and that goes into your body, dairy cows. But on top of it, they give them more hormones, more preservatives, more things in the feed, and the chemicals to feed them, and the hormones injected in them to produce more milk is horrible. And their spirit is dying, their body is dying just to produce the masses with milk. We're not designed to have that kind of milk. And when you realize that why are we human beings having animal milk, especially that it's not natural and it's disgusting like that, we will come to realize that if you are raising your own animal, your own cow, and drinking milk that way, that is natural, it's more spiritually aligned and connected. Sorry, I'm going into depth, but intermittent fasting is simple. I'm very serious about this stuff. So if you want superficial on the surface stuff, I'm not the guy. I will be your guide, and I will guide your intelligence if you take these steps. And these are the steps that will enlighten you, grow you spiritually, mindfully, mind, body, spirit. I love you guys. If you have any questions, ask me, reach out. I will help you through your process. If it's hard to eliminate certain things, I understand, I respect that. Just process of elimination. Maybe stop Pepsi, Coca-Cola. Maybe just stop white sugar for forever. Maybe just introduce different types of sugars, natural sugars, maybe an organic honey, natural honey from a farm. Stay away from stevia and agave because they are carcinogenic. Stop burning your meat. Stop barbecuing and singeing your meat. When they become dark brown or dark black and you make a steak that's charred, it becomes a carcinogenic. It becomes cancerous, and your body does not know what to do with it. It changes the molecular structure of the food. So your body is not in alignment with the molecules from that plant or from that animal. So that's what happens, the changes. So your body doesn't know what it is. Your body doesn't know what to do with it. It stores as fat, stores as gut bacteria. And when we have McDonald's, 6 months later, you could buy a burger, wait 6 months, it's not going to go rotten. It's because it's genetically modified and scientifically engineered for, it's not for human consumption. Just reach out and I would love to help you. I hope this is awakening a little bit. Documentaries to start off with are The Magic Pill, Rotten, and once you play those on Netflix or YouTube, you're gonna get suggestions and just go down that rabbit hole that you've never gone down.